So let's take both of our feet to the mat, fist width distance apart. Let's take a moment to bring our awareness into this room, our awareness onto our mats, into our bodies, down through our feet, into the ground, and deep down through into the earth. I want you all to put your hands onto your rib cage, keeping the shoulders soft and away from your ears. Focus on the breath as it comes in, fill the lungs so wide that you can feel the ribs pressing into your hands as they expand. And as you breathe out, you're letting all that air back out. Every bit of air from the lungs is gone. And again, breathe in slowly. Right up onto your rib cage now, the sides, where you can feel them expanding and deflating. One more. Staying with that breath, always tracking the breath. Breathe in as you bring the arms up, leaning ever so slightly into the balls of the feet. You're breathing out as the chin comes down to your chest, rolling down to whatever level is comfortable to you. And when you get there, you're just going to hang for a moment as you breathe in. Connecting to your center as you find that strength and support to roll back up through that vertebrae, breathing out the whole way and breathing in as you bring the arms back up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Last one, close your eyes, connect the mind, the body, and the breath. And rest. Take the feet out just a little bit wider, please. Take the right arm up towards the ceiling, making sure you're in neutral and the rib cage is in check. You're reaching up, 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 and then drop down the left side. Okay, reach over with that right hand. Take your time with this. It is a side bend of the spine and it's really getting very deep into the side bend of the lumbars, okay? Push into that left leg to come up with support. Opposite side, reaching up, drop down that right side. Drop the right shoulder, drop the right ear, and then reach over. That's it, and push into that right leg to come up. One more either side. Reach up as high as you can go. Reach down as low as you can go. And then over. Keep looking directly ahead. Push into that left leg to come up. Last side, down, 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 up, 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 and over. And push into the right leg to come up with support. Good. Release those shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Can we breathe into our in as we turn to our right with our chin? Connect through the pelvic floor if you know how, drawing up as you're breathing out to your left. That's it. Release and let that pelvic floor float away as you breathe into your right. Keeping the shoulders soft and the chest open. 1 more. That's it. And release to center. Okay, good. I'm going to warm up our hips and our glutes with some squats. So take the feet a little bit wider, turn them out ever so slightly, and pick the toes up off the ground. Okay, so on. Make sure you have nothing behind you. Take a nice long in breath as we go down on 3. So 1, 2, breathing in. And making sure the knees are going out. You're putting more pressure into the outside of your feet than the inside of your feet. Try to keep those toes up. If you're able to mobilize those shoulder blades, bring the arms up as high as you can go and behind you. Open that chest. 4, 3. Watch that rib cage. Don't push back. What we don't want is this. When you come back, we don't want to push that rib cage forward. Be very careful with that T12 vertebrae. Okay, 2. Last one. Hold. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly up. Good. Release. Okay. Finding your balance on your left foot. Okay, so you want to put all the weight down through that left side. Soften the left knee. Open the chest, draw the shoulder blades down. Make sure that rib cage is in check. What do I mean about the rib cage? That we keep the upper abs activated. Okay, really important. We don't want to stick this out. We want to keep that in check. If we stick the rib cage out, what do you think is happening here to this T12 vertebrae? It's been like squashed. There's loads of pressure on it. We don't want that at all. We need to give it as much support as possible, and we do that by activating the upper abs and making sure this is really strong and stable. Okay, so it's important. It's not a grip. It's just an activation. Okay, back to this. Left foot, weight, knee soft, into neutral. Draw the shoulder blades back. Pick one point ahead of you. Don't look anywhere else in the room. Take the right knee up. If you're able, if you don't have too many issues going on with your shoulders, your neck, I want you to take the arms out either side. It's not a full fist, it's a half fist. You bend the fingers underneath, okay? Thumb either side. Circle the ankle joint. Keep the shoulder blades down. Shift the shoulder blades down towards your hip. One more circle. Hold. Opposite direction. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. From the knee joint, 4, 3, 2, take your time, get the knee up to knee level, hip level, good, hold. You want to go opposite direction, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. From the hip joint, 4, you want to activate from your center and stabilize. 2, 1, hold. Opposite direction. 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you know it's really important to be able to not move, to stabilize, as to mobilize and rest? Okay. It's really important for the control of the muscle. So just shake that knee, or no, you don't need to do that. Bring that, you're stepping on the left, sorry, bring the left knee, left foot behind. Okay, so that's where you're going to feel it is on that left side. Lean into that front, lean into the right leg. That's it, just a nice stretch. Keep that chest open, chin parallel to the ground. Okay, shake it out. Well done. We've got the opposite side. Okay, you know what to do. Find your neutral. Activate by drawing into the hips. Soften that right knee. Take the arms out. Half fist. Pick a point ahead of you. Don't look anywhere else. And circle the ankle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Opposite. 4, 3, 2, get that knee right up, hip level. 1. When you're moving the joints, you don't want to move anything else. And there you got from the knee joint. 2, 1. Stop, stabilize, opposite direction. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Take your time, take your time. Connect in here, take your time. And then you're going from the hip. 4, 3. You have to look straight ahead, focus on one point, nowhere else. Keep the shoulders soft. Stop slowly and go opposite direction. 3, connect into your center. 2, breathe, soften that jaw. And rest. Take the arms down. So sometimes the body wants to move fast, doesn't it, to do these circles, get them over and done with. just doesn't work like that because we need to be able to stabilize. So take the right leg behind, find that point for the stretch. Okay. Well done. Okay, shake it out. Okay, so we're going to be taken towards the mat. So if you need to move your device in any way, please do, so that I can see you on your mat. Is that going to be possible? Let's bring our heels towards. Okay. Good, don't worry, I can let you know once you're down anyway. Okay, you ready? Feet onto our mats. Let's find our posture. Feet fist width distance apart. The knees are soft, taking it into neutral. Draw the shoulders up, back and down. The rib cage is in check. So I'm activating my upper abs to keep that in check. Chest is open, shoulders away from my ears. Can you get the chin in a little bit more? Just to create a nice long neck. Release left and right. I repeat and I repeat and I repeat because that's what we need to do to break habits of a lifetime. You ready? Drop chin to chest. Roll the body down, pressing more into the balls of the feet than the heels. All I want you to do is roll down to wherever your comfort zone is and just hang out for a second. Just hang out like a rag doll. Shake the arms, switch off the shoulders, nod the head, switch off the neck, and just breathe. With each out breath, I want you to release more and more tension. There should be more weight in the balls of the feet than the heels. Just another couple of breaths. Release the tension on that out breath. I don't care whether your hands are on the ground or whether they're halfway up your leg, it doesn't matter. On your next out breath, please bend your knees if your hands are not on the ground and walk out into your plank position. Okay, reaching through the crown of the head, making sure you're pushing the weight down through the heels. Physically bring your focus into your center as you raise up into your pike. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, I want you to go into pedal of your feet. So you're pressing left heel down, then right heel down. But we move with intention. So every time you reach down to each heel, you're feeling the stretch running right up from the heel, up through the Achilles, up the calf, up the hamstring, right up into your lower back. And at the same time you're reaching down through each heel, you're reaching up through the tailbone. And at the same time as that, you're keeping your shoulders away from your ears. So we need 100% focus. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. From here into your plank position. Take your knees onto the ground. Take it into box. Take a nice long in-breath. Activate into your center and arch. Curl that tailbone under, open up each vertebral joint. And then we're going the opposite. We're lifting the tailbone, dropping through the rib cage and looking up towards the ceiling. One more. Well done. And rest. Take the hip back to the heels and just release the wrist. I just want you to rest here for a moment, even take the hands down towards your toes and just give me 10 seconds. I'll be back to you now. Lovely. From here, can you strengthen into your center, curl the tailbone under, raise up through that vertebrae, draw the shoulder blades back into position, bring the chin in so the neck is long, and release the neck right to left. Sorry, I had to go there for a minute because I'm getting a really strong smell of burning and I can't figure out where it's coming from. I had to check that it wasn't, you know, my house next door. Oh, I don't know. I get a very strong smell. Okay, from here, can you come up onto your knees, please? Okay, so the knees are just a little bit more than hip width. Take it into neutral. I'm going to swap into my lower camera now, okay, so that you can see movement or lack of movement in this particular move, actually. Okay, lovely. So from here, in this position, our glutes stay activated. We're in neutral. We don't want the tailbone kicking out. We want neutral. Glutes stay fully activated. We maintain this position. And again, the rib cage, the top of that six pack stays. Hands down by our sides. We're going to take the arms up straight ahead from the shoulders. You don't need to see my face. And as we breathe in, we're going to thigh stretch back. Nothing changes in my neutral. And then I breathe out and I come forward. This time when I go back, I'm going to hold my thigh stretch, raise the arms up and take them back in front. The rib cage does not change and take them back in front. Two more and in front and one more and in front. Slowly back to your upright position. Take the hands down onto the ground, tuck the toes under, raise it up into your pike. Again, move with intention. So in pike position, reach down through each heel. It doesn't matter if the heel doesn't touch the ground. What matters is that you're moving with intention and getting optimum value for every single move that you do. 4, 3. This is incredibly beneficial move. That's it. Back into your plank. From here, I'm going into combat. So you're reaching through the crown of the head, keeping your plank position. Bring your left knee to your left elbow and back to plank. Right to right, back to plank. So it's very controlled move. Get the hips down a little bit more. Karen, in line with your shoulders. Sorry, Karen, not Karen. Sorry, Maria. Drop the hips a little bit, Karen. You're fine. Yeah. Okay, good. 2, 1. Back to plank. Raise it up into your pike. You ready? We're going again. 10. Pedal your heels. 8, 7. Reach up through the tailbone. 4, 3, 2, 1. And plank. Drop down onto your knees, come straight back up when we're going into our thigh stretch. But first we're going to release the shoulders. So can we roll the shoulders back, keeping the rib cage in check and release the neck. Okay, so from here, neutral. Core is activated, lower back, glutes, quads, hamstrings. Breathe in as the arms come back. Hold your position. Lift the arms. Keep the rib cage in check and lower. 4, 3. Rib cage, rib cage, rib cage. Don't raise. When the arms come up, the rib cage shouldn't change. One more. Stay back in that thigh stretch. Good. Forward and slowly up. And take the hands back down and raise it back up into your back. And pedal. 8, 7, 6. Reaching up through the tailbone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Back to plank position. Drop down onto your knees. Take the bum back to the heel. Release the wrists. Well done. From here, I want you to bring your awareness into the joints of the limbs, your elbows, your shoulders, your knees, and your hips, as we keep the forearms on the ground and just take it into a circular motion. Keep the same direction for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And set. Physically bring your focus into your center as you curl that tailbone under, build up through the beautiful vertebrae that you have. Draw the shoulder blades into position, bring that chin into the neck as long, and release. And out. Every time we flex and extend the spine, we are working very deep core muscles. The more you focus, the deeper they're going to work. Drop the chin to the chest. Roll it. Okay, and now we're going to go into our circular motion in the opposite direction. Breathing in. One more. And rest. Good. Okay, from here, staying on your forearms, coming up towards the top of the mat. Tuck the toes under. Everybody okay to tuck toes under? If we're not, then we need to make it okay, as in practice. If you find that very tough, then you can ease out and make sure you go that way. If some people find it really, really hard, so always give yourself a little bit of space with it. Don't stay in the position if you can't do it, okay? Curl the tailbone slightly without curving the upper spine. Lift the knees away from the ground. Hold. Keep the shoulders away from sliding up towards your ears. That's it. And from there, take the left leg out, right leg out, curl that tailbone and come into your half plank position and hold. Or breathing. Lower those hips, Claire, a little bit more. Maria, lower the hips a teeny bit more if you can. Don't squeeze the hands. Stay steady. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, feet flat. Take the hips down. Take the hands, our head onto the hands, please. In this position, I want you to notice how you are able to position your body. So to keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Chest, neck, and jaw relaxed. I want you to bring your legs together, toe to toe, heel to heel, knee to knee. Curl your tailbone down towards the ground and raise your knees away from the ground. So your toes, your feet are pointed, your toes stay on the ground, but your knees are not on the ground. So we've activated our legs and they're strong. And can you feel how many muscle groups are working just to do that? What's important though is your shoulders are staying soft and relaxed. I want you to maintain this as we do simply only one thing, which is drawing up through the pelvic floor as we breathe out. So let's connect together, breathing in to prepare. Close and draw up and breathe out. You don't need to look at the screen. I'm not demonstrating a thing. I want you to go as deep as you can into that focus. I want you to go as deep as you can into that core activation. Be aware of what's going on. Keep the knees above the level of the ground with the toes still on the ground. Your shoulders should be soft. No tension in the chest, the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. All soft. The breath is long. You're breathing in as you're releasing that pelvic floor. You're breathing out as you're closing and drawing up through the pelvic floor. Keeping the knees above the ground, keeping those legs together, toe to toe, heel to heel, knee to knee. If you find tension coming into the body, try and release it. On our next out breath, staying with the same pace and same core activation, you're going to raise those legs that are stuck together up a little bit. And then you're going to bring them back down as you breathe in. But don't put the knees on the ground and don't bend the knees. Can you keep the shoulders soft? And it's one of the deepest exercises. It goes so deep. But you've got to just stay with the focus. Rest the forehead onto your hands. That's it. Stay slow, stay slow. Well done. Just 2 more. Last one. And rest. Let the legs open to mat width. Rock the hips right to left. It's quite intense, isn't it? I find it very, the muscles, you can really feel the muscles of the lower back connecting the core, all the glute muscles, especially these lateral muscles here, and obviously at the leg as well. So well done, because it's quite strong. Okay, from here, I want you to take your left arm out to the side. Okay. The legs are open. This is a slight rotation. So just watch me if you haven't seen this before. I'm going to take an in-breath. Curl the tailbone down towards the ground. Raise the face away from the mat. Draw up through the pelvic floor as I start to breathe out, raising the left arm, raising the right leg, and bringing my fingertips towards my toes. And then slowly coming back down. I'm not moving fast. I'm moving quite slow, but I'm moving with support. As you learn to move more, you can create more of a rotation of the chest, but don't speed it up. Please don't speed it up. Take your time. Bring your chin with you, like bring your chin toward, like looking over towards that left shoulder as you bring that left arm behind. That's it, good. And then as you feel more comfortable with the move, you'll feel that you can bring your chest up higher, rotate it more, but maybe that's not today. Okay. Now, if we're moving with support and a core activation, then we should not feel our belly pressing into the mat at all. Just one more on this side. Take your time. Right thighs up off the ground. Left side of the chest is rotating. Well done. And rest. Rock the hips right to left. Okay, let's take the right arm out to the side. Curl the tailbone down to the ground. Raise the face away from the ground. Breathe in to prepare. Draw up through the pelvic floor. Right fingertips towards left. And back. I forgot to turn there. You get a little bit more confident with that move as you go, but please, you need to move. You need to move slowly. It's right arm, left foot. Right arm, left foot. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And it doesn't matter if you don't tip your toes. Like it doesn't. It's the intention of it is enough, right? That's it. Good. One last one. Well done. And rest. Good. And just rock the hips right. Bringing the upper arm into the body. Take the palms wide on the mat. Raise the face away from the ground. Curl the tailbone down. We're going to go into our swan dive. So you can start as a baby swan and just coming up to this level without raising the forearms up off the ground. Or you can continue and take the elbows up if you wish. But please listen to your body. Open that chest. The shoulders should be well away from those ears. And if you want to add to the challenge, you can raise the legs as the chest comes to the ground. That's it. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Keep the elbows into the body as you come up. Yeah, that's it, that's it. Good. Chest is open. Very good. Finishing off on your last one. That's it. And just rest the forehead down as you rock the hips right to left. So this is just a really gentle rock for your, just a nice release for your sacrum actually. You know, your sacrum does so much for you all day long, all day long. All the different positions you get into, the amount of pressure on it. We don't pay it enough attention at all. Slide the hands down. Let's get ready and do a few press-ups. Draw the shoulders back. The elbows are high. The arms are in tight to the body. The wrists are underneath those elbows. I'm going to leave my feet on the ground, but I am doing a half press-up, so my knees are staying on the ground. Curl the tailbone, raise the face away. Take a nice long in-breath. Draw in from the hips, breathe out. Lift up into your press-up position. Okay, make sure that you're not dropping through that rib cage. Okay, those upper abs are activated. You're looking towards the ground, but no chin is on the chest. You're ready. We're going to go for 4. Keeping the elbows in tight to the body, chest, skin to the ground, and back up. And again. Keeping the elbows in. It's a tricep press up. Good. That's it. Lovely. Back. Well done. Tuck the toes under. Raise it up. And pedal. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto box. Cross the legs. Over you go. And you're into sit. Sitting up nice and straight. Okay. I want you to imagine a wall. You're right up against a wall. Head is up against that imaginary wall. Extend the legs only if you feel you're able and there is no aggravation to your lower back. Otherwise, you need to stay with the bent knee position. Take the arms up. Take a nice long in-breath. Draw up through the pelvic floor. As you reach forward through those fingertips, reach forward through those heels. Get the head in between those arms if you're able. That imaginary wall is still behind you, so I want to see you gently placing your spine back against that wall, shoulder blades, and then your head. 2 more. Keep the legs stuck together if you can. Coming back into posture at your own pace of breath now. Just try not to speed it up. And again. Well done. And posture. Lovely. Good. Draw the shoulder blades. So just circle the shoulder blades to release them. Release the neck right to left. And center. Lovely. Taking the arms up, pointing the toes, drawing up through the pelvic floor. We're rolling it down towards the ground. It's up to you where you want to go to, because you've got to come back up and you've got to come back up slowly. Keep that chin off the chest, shoulders soft. Find the posture at the top of the move, please, and then take it right back down again. Legs stuck together as if I'd superglued them. Yes, it's actually like they're taped. They will give you more strength because the inner thighs have a huge connection to your pelvic floor. It's a pelvic floor connection you're using for this, so we try to. Nice, Bettina, lovely. Just 2 more. Well done. Good. And on your last one, you can roll it all the way down. Nice and slow. Bring the arms behind you. Just give the body a moment to lie in its natural state. Let the spine arch away from the ground. The arms are relaxed. Legs are doing whatever they wish. From there, we're going to take the feet flat to the mat as we bend the knees. Both feet fist width distance apart, knees fist width distance. And then we're going to create that neutral position in lying on our backs. Now, the rib cage must be down on the ground. So we don't want an arch, we want the rib cage down. And to do that, you've got to activate those upper abs. And I know some people are so tired of hearing me say this, but the thing is that if we don't do it, then I have to keep repeating all the time. Now, what do I want to say there? Oh yeah, for those of you that have any job, any desk job, or any, or you're sitting or you're standing or anything, actually anything that you're, at the end of the day, just doing this alone is so beneficial for your spine and your sacrum. Like just lying here like this is fabulous. There's no pressure. Get the chin in a little bit so the neck is nice and long. You know, and this essentially is what your posture wants to be when it's standing. But you're just taking the weight off. You're taking the weight off the vertebrae. You're allowing the body to just sit. With the knees bent is actually nicer for your sacrum than with the legs extended. Just for the idea of posture, okay? But of course, when we're in bed, we're in bed. From here, we're going to finish off in the 100. So you can keep the head on the ground, or you can come up into flexion with me. It's up to you. Draw in from the hips. Use that six pack to take the head up. Reach down through the fingertips. Take the right leg to tabletop. You're drawing in from the hips. Take the left leg to tabletop. Legs are super glued. Keep at this level or extend or swap in between. You're ready. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Or stay out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs stuck together. That's it. Use those inner thighs. In. Eyes to thighs if the head is up off the mat. Eyes to thighs. Don't be looking up towards the ceiling where the chin will come further and further away from your chest, and then your neck is under pressure. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3. Legs stuck together. Knee to knee, toe to toe, heel to heel. Good. That's it. 2 more breaths. In. 2, 3. Knees stuck together. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And hug the knees into the chest and rest the head down and release the neck right to left on the ground. Just roll the head gently to right, gently to your left. Staying where you are now, just ease it out. Taking the feet flat to the mat. Take the feet nice and wide on your mat. Roll your knees to your left. And opposite. And center. Bringing the feet fist width distance apart. Taking the hands down by our sides, palms facing up towards the ceiling. We're back into that beautiful position. Okay, so don't be afraid to come home and just lie down the ground, even for a minute. It's really helpful. Okay, from here, we're going to take it into our lovely bridge work. Take a nice long in-breath. Close and draw up through the pelvic floor. As you breathe out, you're tilting the tailbone towards the ceiling, peeling the spine away from the ground as you're pressing into the feet, raising it up vertebrae by vertebrae, breathing out the entire way. At the top, you're going to take a long, slow in-breath. filling the lungs as wide as you possibly can. And when you're ready, you're rolling down in reverse, vertebrae by vertebrae, laying your beautiful spine on the ground, gently, gently. So the last thing to come down is your tailbone. And then we're going to do 2 more. Allowing that sacrum to settle for a moment on the mat. And then give yourselves a nice stretch. Flex the wrists and the ankles. And hug the knees in. Now you can either roll to the side and come up with support or roll it up to sitting from here. Hug the knees in. That's it. Good. Sitting up as straight as you can. Take a moment to acknowledge the fact that, well, you should, I hope, feel better. Release the neck. And center. And roll. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Excellent. Thank you so much.